A few years ago, it would have been completely unthinkable for us to hold a Nordic meeting starting at Hovelt Barracks with a presentation of the latest technologies, particularly in the field of drones. But of course, that is because of the security situation we are in, and it is a situation we share. We share a sea and, unfortunately, we share an enemy, Russia. So you could say that Nordic meetings have gone from perhaps being somewhat more abstract in their content and direction to now also being about something very concrete today. Drone technology, reform of Nordic cooperation, and then how we really start taking care of our children online, so that they are not. If you put it a little bluntly, perhaps there is a tendency at the moment, isn't there? Perhaps there is a tendency to overprotect them in the physical world and protect them in the digital one. I actually think everyone can see that it is one of the biggest mistakes that has been made in modern Danish and European history, that we disarmed to the extent that we did after the end of the Cold War. And now an enemy is knocking at our door. Conventional warfare is in full swing in Ukraine, which was attacked yesterday with ballistic missiles, or last night. Hybrid warfare is taking place every single day, including in the field of drones, and therefore we are in an incredible hurry to rearm so that we can protect ourselves. Now we have allocated the money, but we need to integrate the new technology. So yes, we are in a better position, but we are not yet where I would like us to be. If we take the defense aspect first, you could say that fortunately, one thing we also have in common across the Nordic countries is some very, very strong defense industries. What we can see in Ukraine right now is that if you don't have adequate air defense, you are challenged. If you don't have drone defense, you are really challenged as well. And if you cannot strike back against ballistic missiles, then people are simply killed. If we are to have ballistic missile defense so that we can protect both Ukraine and potentially our own societies, then we need cooperation across national borders. If we look at the capabilities we need, we can produce quite a lot of them ourselves in the Nordic countries. Some we can make together with our European allies. Some we can make together with allies outside Europe. What are we lacking? Well, we are lacking several different things.
Samarbejde på tværs af landegrænserne. Kan du være mere konkret på, hvilke militære kapabiliteter det er, som de nordiske lande mangler, som I ikke selv kan levere, som situationen er i dag? Og hvad er hvad er den største udfordring, I sammen skal løse på forsvarsområdet?
Hvis vi kigger på kapabiliteter, som vi...
And what we discussed with the Danish military and the Ukrainian military today, among other things, is that drone technology is changing over the course of just a few months. So when you think you are catching up, the technology has changed the playing field again. I think if the Nordic countries, if Denmark, if Europe, and I believe we must be ahead of our enemy, Russia, when it comes to drone technology, then we need to be able to produce the drones ourselves. That is why some of the tide of the war has turned. Parts of it in Ukraine are, among other things, thanks to some of what we have done from the Danish side by financing production inside Ukraine, so that battlefield experience can be combined with technological innovation, research and industry, and production can be carried out quickly enough. And we will have to do the same across the rest of Europe and in Denmark as well.
Inde i Ukraine, så man kan bruge erfaringerne fra slagmarken sammen med den teknologiske innovation, forskning og industri, og producere hurtigt nok. Og det samme bliver vi nødt til at gøre i resten af Europa, også i Danmark.